Okay, here we go. Day, what are we on? 5 for the Venom. So, let's see. Let's start off with a warm up. Win this event while overtaking 22 times. So, uh, one thing that I'm going to post on the Facebook page for this, there's a way that you can finish the the races and get credit for completing the races, but not actually lose any service. So we will. I'll go over that. It's the way my video setup works here. It's actually impossible for me to do it. I'll try to explain it as I cross the finish line here, but it is what it is. So what's this? 2 laps you have to overtake 22 times. So, I mean, obviously I'm in second place, first place, and I didn't actually time that as well as I could have. And so there we go, first place. The difficulty with this one, obviously, it just all depends how many upgrades you have. Although I think normally, you know, certainly when I did this, I would have probably attempted this stage with just racing dollar upgrades. So, you know, it can definitely be completed. You have to get a good start, either a quick start down the inside of the track or a good start around the outside like I did, because there's so many very sharp turns here at Bathurst where you can make up time, and then of course across the top of the hill you can make up a lot of time as well. Obviously, if you do that in the actual race, you can't really make up time. This, you know, I wonder. I think this might be my favorite track on the game. I'm not sure, because it sort of changes, but I really like running here. I don't know if I'll do it tonight, but sometime this week I'll probably make a video just for fun doing the 10 lap race here in the supercars from last year, just for fun. Come in. I don't know if I'll turn all the assists off, but I can try. Okay, so what I was saying about a way to win. So, all right, I'm slowing down because I want you to be able to see. Now, as I cross the finish line, you're going to see a green banner show up on the very bottom of the screen, so right there. And now, okay, so now you see the first place trophy. So basically, as soon as you see the green banner on the screen, you shut down your app. You shut down the game. And then when you come back into it, it will show that you have completed this event. Now, what it won't do is it will not credit you with the fame points and it will not credit you with the race dollars. So it's sort of a trade-off. You can get completion of the event, and then the significant thing that it does is it doesn't depreciate the service, so your service stays full. That's the big advantage of it. All right, speed record with the map turned off. Okay. Does anyone actually look at the map? I mean, if you do, and it really benefits you, then, you know, by all means, please leave a comment. But I certainly don't look at the map. Let me look at this thing, see what it looks like from the inside. I haven't driven this car from the inside in forever. Let me try to drive this lap from cockpit view. I almost never do this. And yeah, that's actually becoming very apparent that I never do this. This is probably the more difficult of the views to drive in. You know, it's definitely the one that makes it more like a simulator. Hopefully I don't have to run this again. It shouldn't. So one thing you saw there was a slight hesitation in the speed. That's something that's very unique about this car. It gets to somewhere around 220 miles per hour, and there's a hesitation when it shifts gears. It's very strange. I didn't even see how much I won that challenge by. I tried to hit the brakes as soon as. Okay, so finish in under 2 minutes and 2 seconds. So let me. You know, obviously that's going to be. So wait, what is it? Okay, you know, I'm actually going to switch this to kph because it just gives me a more round number to stay below. And of course, I didn't do it anyway. These in a car like this, that's a very difficult number. I'm actually surprised that one didn't foul because it certainly said 300. Guess as long as it didn't get to 301, I'm good. Obviously, still have to watch it right there across the top of the hill. But you can certainly make up a lot of ground over the and as you can see, we're still gaining, so there's I actually pressed that number a lot closer to the limit than what I wanted to. So obviously I beat that in pretty significantly under 2 minutes and 2 seconds. But I didn't actually win the race by a very wide margin. So yeah, it's fun. Finish a speed snap in under 25 seconds. I think I saw 4:09. So obviously the issue with the speed snaps, the reason they do that is to keep you from basically staging the car up in the corner and going through it. So you have to actually just run it straight through. Good run off the turn. And let's see what it is. 409. Oh, I think we should be able to get that pretty easily. .422. I forget what the speed target was. I think it was about 460 when they did the top speed event here at Panorama a while back. May have been like January. Everything sort of runs together for me. Okay, so it's an overheating challenge. 3 laps. Finish before the engine overheats. Okay. You know, sort of standard stuff here. The issue is that it's 3 laps. Normally these overheating things are not 3 laps. Just obviously make it out as much as you can while you can, and then let it cool down across the top of the hill, and then down the hill for the conrod. I've kind of messed this one up. This is going to be a pretty good struggle, I think, and it's really because I missed that first turn. Alright, so that temperature gauge is going way down. That's good. I can get a really good run down the hill here. Coast it all the way through the chase. Get off the gas early. And I've pretty much bottomed out the temperature gauge. So that's good. Of course, that's what you want to do. Now I can get a very good run up the straightaway here. Back on the accelerator late. You know, like anything else, the difficulty with the temperature is right there at the beginning of the race, because you really have no choice but to be on the accelerator, and because if you're not, then you won't pass the cars. So you know that's the most difficult part for these temperature races. Once you can get to the lead, you can do a pretty good job blocking and coming off the accelerator early, going back on late, and that sort of thing. So obviously it is all the way at the bottom. And, you know, I should be able to drive this lap just like normal. I may not. I may still milk it a little bit, but I should be able to drive this like normal. That's actually something that's kind of typical of this car. It's very easy to get on the accelerator too early. And the car has so much power that it just spins the back end out. That's a section of the track when they have the weekly time trial tournament here. That's where you can make up a lot of time, or you can lose a great deal of time. That one in that last turn back there leading onto this part of the track, you can lose tremendous time there. Okay. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm fully upgraded, so not actually going to worry about coming too close. Okay, and I will I'll pitch that in for service. See what we have. Yep, that was it. I'm actually glad that was it. I forgot for a second. And let's see. Okay, just straight 5 gold. Okay, that's the end of day 5 for Front Runner. Leave your comments, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Thank you very much. Have a good one.